my name is Kalani. I'm a student physical therapist with Midwestern, and today we're going to be doing the AMPPRO outcome measure for patients with amputees. So this is my patient, Jonah. He has been in a motorcycle accident, and he had a transtibial amputation, so above the knee. And he also ambulates with crutches and a prosthesis for 10 plus hours a day. When he's not in the prosthesis, he uses those crutches. So anyway, we are going to be doing the AMPPRO assessment with him. And so first we're going to start off with some sitting balance. So we're going to assess his sitting balance. So all we're going to have him do is cross his arms over his chest and sit forward in his chair. He would hold that for 60 seconds as we watch. And if he fell over, we would just note that and grade that appropriately. So 60 seconds goes by, he looks okay, so we grade that appropriately. The next one is the sitting reach. So usually you're supposed to have a 12-inch ruler. I do not, so this is a 4-inch gift card. And so we'll be using this for the reaching cross. So what I'm going to have you do is you're going to have your hands like this in front. Yep. And then I'm going to measure 12 inches. Great. And now you're just going to reach and try and grab the card. Great. Awesome. And so we would grade that appropriately. So now we're going to do the chair-to-chair transfer. We do not have 2 chairs in this household. This is our only chair. So we're going to use the couch and pretend like it has armrests. So what's going to happen is Jonah is going to try and stand up, and I'm going to guard him as he sits down just in case on his amputated side, just in case he loses stability. So I'll be right here just in case, Jonah, but the object is to get up and then sit down in that chair. Does that sound okay?
Got it.
Okay. So we're going to try and not use your arms to stand up. Down for that?
Yeah.
All right. I'll be right here just in case.
Okay.
Great. Gorgeous. And we would grade that appropriately. So now we're going to watch Jonah stand up from a chair. Okay, Jonah, so I'm going to be on your side again. And what we're going to do, you're going to cross your arms over your chest, and we're just going to stand up. Okay? We're going to try not to use any of the surrounding objects. And we want to try and do this on our own. Okay? So that's why we're crossing our arms over our chest. Are you ready?
Ready.
And I'll be here just in case. Great. And so we would grade that appropriately. Okay, so number 5 is attempt to rise from a chair. But Jonah got up in one try just fine in his 4th skill. So the number 5 would be full points. Okay, number 6 is immediate standing balance. So what we're going to do is we're going to have him stand up, and I will just be here just in case on his amputated side, and we would look at his immediate standing balance. So are you ready?
Ready.
So stand up the way you just did. All right, great. And if you could get your feet. Okay, now try again. Sorry. Try again. I wasn't counting. Okay. So we're going to do your immediate standing balance. I'm going to count I'm going to watch the stopwatch and you at the same time for your standing balance right when you get up, okay?
Got it.
Ready and go. Great. And so his standing balance is great. And we would grade that appropriately. Okay, this one we're doing standing balance up to 30 seconds. And if he needed an assistive device, we would give him one. We would give him his crutches. But since he has his prosthesis on, we're going to try it without. So what we're going to do is we're going to have you get your feet as close together as possible. I'll be right here just in case. Okay, and then the time will start now. Great. And 30 seconds goes by, and we would grade that appropriately. Okay, so we're going to do single leg stance for 30 seconds on both limbs. If he needs an assistive device, we don't have crutches, so we're going to use this walking stick instead. We'll put it on the side if he needs it, and I'll be on this side just in case. Okay, so now we're gonna start on this side first, your right leg. Okay, and then whenever you're ready, I'll start the time. Great. And 30 seconds go by, and he's doing awesome. And then next leg. You ready?
Ready.
Okay. Great. And 30 seconds goes by. If you need to use the assistive device, you can. Okay. And so we would grade that appropriately, but you only get one try on each leg. Okay, now we're going to do the standing reach. So again, we got my 4-inch card here. I'll guard on this side. Your hands are going to go out in front of you, just like this, and we're going to measure 1, 2, 3. Great. And you're going to go ahead and reach for that. Great. And so then we would grade that appropriately. All right, so now we're going to do the nudge test, number 10. So he's going to have his feet in the same position, and all I'm going to do is press the palm of my hand on his sternum and watch when his toes come up to see how he recovers. I'm going to be on this side, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to put my hand here. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
Ready.
Okay. Great. Cool. Amazing. So he did great on all of that, and we would grade that appropriately. Okay, so now we're going to do the standing eyes closed test. So he's going to stand up with his eyes closed, and then we're going to see how he holds up. Again, his feet are still at the same position as his standing balance, so his feet are as close together as possible. I'm going to guard on this side, and when you're ready, close your eyes. Great. I'm just here just in case, making sure he's still independent with everything. All right, and he seems to be doing great on this, so good job, and we would grade that appropriately. Okay, so now we're going to do the picking up objects in standing balance. So I have a pencil here on the floor, 12 inches in front of him. Don't know, hope you can see that. And so we're gonna watch him pick it up appropriately. Okay, ready? So your object is to pick that up off the floor.
Got it.
Okay. Great. So we would grade that appropriately. Okay, so now we're gonna do sitting down, balance from stand. Okay, Jonah, so what we're gonna do is you're gonna cross your arms over your chest. You're gonna try not to reach out for the chair, and you're gonna sit down. So I want you to make sure you're lined up with the chair, and when you're ready, go ahead and sit down. Great, and that looked awesome. So we would grade that appropriately. Okay, so now we're gonna do gait initiation. So basically, when I tell Jonah to go, I'm just watching to make sure there's no hesitation. And here's my 4-meter mark line here, or 12 feet, whatever one you want to use today. And I'm going to go guard. Okay, Jonah, so when you go, you're going to stand up, and when I tell you to go, you're going to start walking down to that line and walking back, okay? Ready?
Ready.
All right. And go. Ready? Awesome. So he had no hesitation, and we would grade that appropriately. Now we're going to assess for step length and height. We want to make sure that his length of his stride is getting at least 12 inches in front with the swinging limb moving forward, and his height is appropriate enough to clear the floor. Okay, Jonah, so same thing. We're going to walk down and back, and I just am going to watch you walk, okay?
Got it.
Ready, set, go. So right now I'm seeing that his step length is pretty good, and his toes are clearing both, and so we would grade that appropriately. For this next one, we're going to combine both 16 and 17 into this one. So we're going to do step continuity as well as the 180 turn. We're just watching to make sure that that his steps are smooth, there's no stopping in his gait patterns. And also we're just checking to see how many steps it takes for him to turn around. So we're going to do this with a 2-in-1 special. Okay, so we're going to walk down and back again. I'm just going to make sure that everything looks smooth and that we can turn around okay. Ready?
Ready.
All right, go for it. So we see there that he was able to turn around in under 3 steps, and his step gait looks smooth, so we would grade that appropriately. Now for number 18, we're going to do variable gait patterns, gait speeds. So basically all I'm just going to tell Jonah is that when I say to go fast, you go fast. When I say to go slow, go slow. So I can just check to see how he responds to that. So, okay, Jonah, we're going to walk down and back twice. So down and back is 1. And when I tell you to go fast as safely as possible. And then when I tell you to go slow, go slow. Sound good?
Got it.
All right, I'll be here just in case with you.
Okay.
All right, whenever you're ready. Okay, slow. Great. Fast. And fast. Fast. Slow. Awesome. So everything for Jonah there looked pretty normal, so we would grade that appropriately. So now we're going to do stepping over an object, to and fro, to and back. So we're just going to make sure that Jonah can clear the object. All right, Jonah, so we're going to walk down and back over the object. Now, disclaimer, this is not 10 centimeters or 4 inches tall, but it's what we had today, so hopefully this works. I'll be here just in case you need me, but whenever you're ready.
Ready.
Okay. Cool. So we saw Jonah kind of swing around it to clear it, but he cleared it nonetheless, so we would grade that appropriately. Okay, so these are the stairs that we have at our house. We unfortunately don't have any with railings. So we have these outside steps that we're going to use today. But if we had some with railings, that would be preferred, just in case Jonah needed to hold on to any. But we're going to have him go up and down 2 steps and assess him there. Okay, Jonah. Are you ready?
Ready.
I'm right here just in case. Great. Then you can come on down. Great. And so then we would assess that appropriately. Number 21 is assessing for the assistive device. And since Jonah didn't really use one in any of his because he had his prosthesis, there's not really a need for this step. But if he was doing the AMPPRO, this would probably be more helpful in the end. But yeah, thank you for watching.